This is Dita, a girl who loves to walk and to dine and dash, which you can probably guess by how it sounds is when you eat a meal at a restaurant and leave without paying, or run out of a restaurant in this case. But Dita wasn't always like this. In fact, there was a time when she had many friends and even rode the subway. She was a professional chef at a high-end all-organic food restaurant, and boy did she love her job. One day, Dita was framed for stealing food from the restaurant, and even though she didn't commit the crime, she was fired. Dita vowed never to pay for another meal as long as she lived. Dita was successful in dining and dashing. However, on this one special day, her fate would change. Dita had unknowingly stepped into the restaurant of the most infamous multicultural mafia in town. After some time, Dita noticed that people in the restaurant had been glaring at her. Perhaps they knew who she was. It was a small town, after all. Dita received the bill. Meanwhile, the owner of the restaurant realized that Dita had finished her meal and made his effort to scare her out of dining and dashing. She smiled at his attempt. However, Dita did begin to have second thoughts and wondered if she should give up on her so-called vow of stealing from restaurants. Sadly, Dita chose to dine and dash. The owner, predicting this, waited outside for Dita. All he asked for was the money.
Hey up.
And the owner returned to his restaurant happy. Dita left the restaurant sadly. She was angry but embarrassed for the most part. Knowing of her villainous status among restaurant owners, she probably would not be able to step into another restaurant without some sort of humiliation. However, she tried to think on the bright side. Dita broke her previous vow of never paying for a meal until she died and replaced it with a new one. To be happy for what she has in life, rather than trying to avenge the evil done to her in the past.